In this video, you will understand the 4 qualities of men that make girls swoon or fall in love. But before we start, I want to give a disclaimer. There is no provocative or demeaning element towards any specific gender. All narratives and statements in this video are substantial and conditional. Okay, let's begin. There are many reasons why a girl can fall in love. The type of falling in love referred to here is unintentional. Suddenly, this girl always thinks about us every night. Suddenly, she misses us. But her missing us is not because we are handsome or wealthy, but because she feels really comfortable chatting with us. Now, if a man does this continuously, there is a very high potential that the girl will fall in love with that man. Do you understand where this is going? Yes, that's right. It's about the qualities. So, in this video, I will give you 4 qualities of guys that, unbeknownst to them, make women fall in love. 1. Humorous. The first characteristic that you might not realize, which is actually very common even in today's era, is something that commonly happens and has been proven effective. That is the characteristic of being humorous. Yes, being humorous is a magical trait to attract a lot of attention. In my personal opinion, I think this trait is only possessed by people who are naturally talented in humor or comedy. It doesn't make people feel upset. Instead, it makes them want to chat with that person. Now, what about girls? Since being humorous can evoke emotions, and girls are very sensitive to something emotional, a guy with a high sense of humor will be more easily and frequently remembered by girls. The bonus is that he becomes very charming, and if a girl continues to socialize with a humorous guy, there's a high potential for her to fall deeply in love. For example, there are comedians who have beautiful wives. I don't need to mention names, you probably know who they are, or ordinary people with average looks, but their wives are gorgeous, and these people are extremely humorous. I'm sure you've encountered that kind of situation at least once. 2. Independent. Okay, the second trait is independence. Independence in a man is always attractive to a girl because she will imagine a future with a guy like this. And you need to know that girls are imaginative, so an independent man must definitely be on the list of men who can make girls fall in love. You don't need to show off your independence too much. Girls are feminine creatures, and within femininity, there is something called attention. They can definitely notice which guy is truly independent and reliable. 3. Being a good listener. Next, the third trait is being a good listener. According to data from Lipitan6.com, women speak around 20,000 words per day, while men only use 7,000 words. So, based on this data, it means that as guys, we should be good listeners for women. When a woman goes through an event that may seem ordinary, something that everyone might experience, she can talk about it for hours. Because it's like a natural trait for women. What women desire is someone who can listen to their stories well. If a female friend has someone who can listen to her problems effectively, that person usually becomes her best friend. For guys, especially if you become a good listener for a woman, there's a huge potential for making her fall in love with you. 4. Love to give advice. Next, the fourth or the last one is the nature of enjoying giving advice. You don't need to be a perfect and wise person to advise others. What matters is that you do what you advise. For example, if you're a guy who doesn't like people being late, try your best not to be late when you have appointments before advising others about it with your arguments. Advice like this is what girls will appreciate, even if they might resist deep down in their instincts. Girls really like being advised, naturally formed since their childhood. They usually desire a man like their own father. Although sometimes girls may resist and intentionally not follow what you say, that's how they are, but deep down, they really like being advised as long as you follow through with what you advise. If, for instance, you advise your girl not to be late, but you're often late to pick her up, your integrity will go down, and you may even lose your integrity. When you lose your integrity, any advice you give will become meaningless. Sometimes the qualities we are not aware of are the ones that make a girl unintentionally fall in love with us, because these qualities are sincere and genuine qualities that naturally exist within you, not fabricated. Women are very sensitive to things that are fabricated. Most of the time, they can tell what is real and what is just a tactic. Well, hopefully, there's a lesson you can take from this video that even though some girls may not like your qualities like that, be confident that there are also many girls who like your qualities. Because that's what love is, always related to the substantial and conditional. A quote that can be taken from this video is that unintentional love is always related to sincerity in giving. Love will always give meaning to the beauty and ugliness of life.